Hello, my name's Amy from Killer Acrylic. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are sculpting a base on Tracy. This is her first ever set of acrylics, but Tracy has a very high natural arch in her nail and also a very deep C-curve, so these are tricky nails to work on with forms. What I've done is I've cut slits in the side to make that really pop up inside the C-curve of her nail, and all of the forms are slightly tilting upwards, and that is going to help counteract the arch in her natural nail. So to build the clear base, I'm taking a small bead and meeting it at the free edge, building it down. I think we went to 1.5, which is, she's brave, she's a brave girl. But she did okay, and she managed to type afterwards and was very proud when she'd had her first wee with her nails. With the second bead up at the cuticle, I pattern pressed that in around. The majority of that product is being pressed and pulled down towards the free edge, where there will be a little dip or a valley where the natural nail makes a form. Because they're slanted upwards, there's going to be a dip, so the majority of that product is being pulled across that dip, so we have a more level surface to build our acrylic design on. Tracy also has quite deep side walls as well, especially up near the free edge. So you can see how far my brush is coming over to help pattern press that product back into the middle to make sure we're not bleeding down into the sides. So you can see after I filed them, those three fingers look great. Whereas the pointer finger, I'll freeze for you, you can see that arch is still showing through and we didn't tilt the form up quite enough, but we can work with it. These are the colours that I've used. I'll put all of the names down in the description box below. So because we know that there's already quite a lot of product on the nail where we've levelled out and made a flat base to design on, I've switched to a smaller brush and I'm working in very small beads so that I'm not tempted to put too much product on the nail, and she's going to end up with big colourful ice cubes on her fingers. So we want to keep it nice and thin. We're doing 10 colours, 5 ombres on all the different fingers, and it came out quite Eastery, which is unintentional, but brilliant for this time of year. On this pinky I was able to ombre the colours together in one go. The colours were quite similar, but on the next fingers you can see I do a bit of switching and go back and forth, wait till one bead is dry, go on to the next nail, and by the time I've done that little swoosh of colour, the previous nail is ready for me to run the colour over the top of it. This colour makes me want a dippy egg. I want a dippy egg with Marmite soldiers, please. So this is our troublesome finger. That arch is still really prominent, so trying to layer up the colour is tricky because we don't want to be adding too much bulk. So now I'm going in with some glitter that I got from a goodie bag from the Naughty Nail Fairy. It doesn't have a name, so I can't tell you it. But they're kind of just like mylar shards, really small mylar shards. And they've got their kickback kind of like an AB Swarovski. Kind of, I don't know, they're a bit icy. I like them. Using a wet bead of acrylic, I dip into the pot of shards and then place them on the nail. Sometimes I go back in with a wet brush just to feed some liquid back into it and make it more movable. So there, as you can see on the back 3 fingers, they are nice and flat, but on that pointer finger there is a big ski slope. So when we come to cap that, we need to make sure that the majority of the product comes down to even that out. So I'm capping in my usual method, 2 beads, one at the free edge of the natural nail, letting gravity do its thing, pulling it down the nail, and the other bead goes at the cuticle with the product remaining mostly there, and pattern pressing and pulling it, getting that nice apex. Again with her deep sidewalls, making sure that your brush is turning right into that groove to push the product back up again into the middle, so we're not bleeding down into the sidewalls. Now I'm using my Mega Gloss from NAIO nails, making them super shiny. can't pick which one's my favourite though. I think it's the lilac one, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. What's your favourite? Let me know down below. And there's the final result. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you another time.